going on, everyone? Hope everyone's businesses are going well. I have another update since the last video. The last video I talked about how I got a pickup truck, which is what I'm currently driving in, which is helpful for using like for smaller junk removals and stuff like minimums. Since then, I've gotten a utility trailer. It's a 6.5 by 12 foot. And then I have my brother, who's a welder. They're gonna fabricate 5-foot walls around the trailer to match the ramp height. So all in all, it'll be a 6.5 by 12 by 5, which comes out to a 390 cubic foot, which is good because that puts me pretty close to your typical dump truck size. I found that the average is about 440 for the dump trucks, and the pricing down here on average is like around 620 to 680 for a full truck, and I charge around 600 for a full truck. Now granted, I came from using the 15-foot U-Hauls, and that cubic footage is actually 764. So my entire time I was doing basically a truck and a half for the same price. So if you got a full truck, you're getting a good deal. But towards the end, I actually tried to up my price a little bit and charge it as like a truck and a half if you were to fill it. But people don't get that concept. They just see like, oh, well, the truck's not full. And it's like, I know, but cubic footage wise it is. And they don't understand that. So I just went back to just doing it as is. I was like, you know what, when I get my own truck and stuff, I can adjust my pricing. And I'm basically doing like $1.50 per cubic foot is how I kind of gauge it, because it seems to be like the average. But yeah, the trailer, it's brand new, 2022. It was $2,500, and then after taxes and fees and registrations and stuff like that, it ends up being about $3,000. And then the amount of work to put on it is probably going to end up being like $2,500 or so, which is about what I kind of expected. But I mean, it's still cheaper than if I were to get a truck with the walls on it already. Because what I found is my original goal was to get a dump trailer, so it could be a little bit less labor intensive all the time. But like a 6 by 12 with 27-inch walls is like $9,000. It's like I'm just gonna keep doing this for a while. At least this way I can save money on each job, especially the minimum jobs. And I can go ahead and the main thing honestly is marketing. Like I wanted my own truck where like I have a wrap on it, so as I'm driving around, that's all people see. So like right now in the pickup truck, I have large white magnets on each side of the passenger doors, and then on the back tailgate. So at least that way, I have some credibility. And then if I'm driving around, sometimes like if I get just a love seat, I'll just leave it in the bed for a couple of days, because that way, like I'm kind of driving around, people are gonna see a love seat just sitting in the back of the bed strapped down, and then they're gonna see the magnets and be like, okay, and then be able to piece the two together. So it actually kind of works out there. But yeah, I guess it's basically like a $6,000 marketing ploy, to get the walls and stuff on there. So that's something. The trailer will be up and running in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Right now I need to worry about commercial auto insurance. I have regular insurance, of course, for the truck, but I hadn't even been thinking about that because I was thinking like, okay, the trailer I'm gonna need insurance. But I wasn't even thinking about it with the pickup truck, so I need to hop on that as soon as possible. And like I'm gonna look into Next Insurance, because I know another junk removal couple in California that has it, and they say it works fine for them. And I know someone else down here in Florida that has it too. So I'm gonna look into that. I did a quote online with Progressive just for the hell of it. $25,000 a year to cover one truck and one trailer. I don't even know how that's possible. It was like $21.95 a month. Like that's outrageous. Like I looked up, like the median price for commercial auto insurance is like $148 or $149. So I don't know what, maybe I messed up the numbers or something, but I have a buddy who he's an insurance agent, and he does all my business insurance and my brother's business insurance and stuff. So I'm gonna contact Next Insurance and see what they tell me, and then I'll contact him worst case. But yeah, for now it's just, the trailer was just like the next step. Um, I guess the next step, we'll kind of see how business is in the next year or two. If I could upgrade to um, something better, in the next year or two, that would be ideal. And unfortunately, the truck I got it's a full size truck, but it's not like a diesel truck. Like it has like a 9,500 pound like gross weight towing capacity, and the truck itself is 5,500 pounds. So it only leaves me about 4,000 pounds. So I wouldn't be able to get a hydraulic trailer anyways, because those are like 5,000 pounds empty, and then they have like a 2,000 to 2,500 pound hauling weight. So you're looking at around 7,000 full. So I'd have to get a more heavy duty truck if I want to get a hydraulic trailer. And I just got this truck, so worst case, this can always be my personal. And we'll have to figure out something in the future. Maybe I'll just use this as much as possible, and one day just get a dump truck. But until then, I'm just gonna try to ride this out. This is my first time ever using a trailer before. I've been a professional mover for 5-ish years, so I'm used to driving like the 26-foot trucks and stuff in full size, and I'm a good driver with them, like in tight spaces and stuff. But I've only driven a truck with a trailer once, and it was just through a parking lot back when I did catering. It's just to like move the truck around and stuff. But driving with it forward it's a piece of cake. It's no different than the moving trucks. Like, I gotta watch my corners to, pull a little wider on turns. I can't brake as easily. I can't accelerate as quickly. All that. It's the same exact thing. The issue is backing up, and I know that's an issue for everyone, but it's a pain in the ass. I have a mall parking lot near where I'm storing it, so I'm just gonna take it out there a couple nights a week and just practice backing up and getting a feel for it and stuff, because I keep almost jackknifing it when I back up. It's so annoying. It's like you go to back up and you're cutting it, but then you go to turn the truck the other way to straighten out, it just keeps cutting, and it's like if you push it, you're gonna jackknife, and it's just gonna take practice and get a feel for it. That's all. So I'm prepared for it. But that's the update. Making next steps. Work is a little better this year than it was the first year, at least for like the first quarter. I'm probably a few thousand up from where I was last time. What I'm noticing though is a lot of my work, it comes in waves, which is really frustrating. Like I'll be really, really busy one week or one weekend, and then like the next week I have nothing. And it's like I'd rather it be more consistent, because then I'm not having to worry about like, how's my surplus going to be this month. And I do the moving part-time, so like personal income wise I'm covered, but it makes it kind of harder to, I guess, balance out the business when it fluctuates like that. And I'm sure it'll get better with time and stuff, but it's just kind of annoying sometimes. But just try to keep moving forward. At the end of the day, it's like, I know this is kind of like negative thinking, but I always use this as kind of like a safety net, where it's like, the trailer has resale value. All right, let's just say everything were to just go to shit, or it just doesn't work out anymore, and I want to find something else to put energy into. Trailers hold their value, especially a brand new trailer. Like nothing's going to happen to it, hopefully. The truck is a little bit more pricey than what my car was, especially because it was finally paid off, which is annoying. But that's doable. You can always run side jobs and stuff in the truck and make money through it in different ways. So that's always an opportunity. Equipment wise, like, it's dollies and equipment and pads and stuff I've just acquired over time. So, it's stuff I can still use for side jobs, or I could sell if I need to. You just stop insurance. My phone and internet bill I pay through the business. I just gotta swap it back to myself. All in all, it's like, aside from the pickup truck, I'm not really in a negative. If I were to close out business, I'll have that trailer paid off in like a month. Like I have a couple of large jobs coming up this week. That alone could pay off the trailer. So I don't know. It's just more of a reassurance, I guess, that I don't have anything too crazy riding on stuff, and I try not to get into negative thinking, but you're taking on a risk, and I'm delegating a lot of time into it, work wise and non work wise, whether like marketing or just operations in general. I do everything myself, and I do the majority of my jobs myself, and I store all my equipment at my apartment and stuff like that. So it's just reassurance, I guess. But I'm babbling now. I just want to give the update about the trailer. If anyone has a trailer, if you can comment what you have and how it treats you, and just like kind of your opinion on it. That would be very helpful. And if you're in South Florida and you need to add walls to your trailer, I know a welder, and I know an insurance agent if you need insurance for stuff. So, let me know if you have a trailer. I know someone commented last video that they have a few trailers, which is good for you. If you have a trailer, what has been your hardest obstacle with driving with it? And I will take advice on how to get better at backing up quicker, other than just typical practice. Because the place where I was going to store my trailer is on a sloped driveway, and I can't get it on the driveway right now because it sits low. So right now it's parked in the front yard. So I need to work on that. But I will take advice. But that was all. Thank you.